Hello students, I hope all of you are well and healthy. Good morning to all of you. So we have already studied about bar graphs in 6th class. So how to make bar graph and how we will answer from bar graph. So you have learnt about bar or you have heard about bar like chocolate bar or like your ring bar. Okay, those soaps are there and those are like bars, or you can say that bars are like roads, those are in window. Also you can see the bars means bar look like these type of roads. So you have seen this type of bars, okay, like chocolate bar. Okay, so chocolates are like big chocolates like your Kit Kat chocolate or Dairy Milk chocolate. You have eaten those chocolates, so those chocolates came with bars. Okay, those came with this type of bars. So that's why you have heard about those bars. Like that, we can represent the data in bar graphs. Okay, and this one we have already studied in last class, means in 6th class. So today we are going to learn about use of bar graphs with a different purpose. Okay, so we will choose the scale for the bar graph, which we have already studied in 6th class. Then what we will see? That we will see you making double bar graph. So this is the new thing you will learn today in this portion of chapter 3. Okay, let's start. So before we start, we will again recall what is bar graph. So what it is written, you are seeing on the screen. Bars of uniform width can be drawn horizontally or vertically with equal spacing between them, and then the length of each bar represents the given number. Such method of representing data is called a bar diagram or a bar graph. So we have learnt about that representing data. We have learnt about table form. In table form we have learnt about tally. Okay, but about tally we have discussed in last class about tally. Okay, next we have learnt about pictograph. In picture also we can represent the data. Now in bar diagram what we can use? The bars. Either those bars are with equal spacing. Those bars are kept in equal spacing. Look at here. If I am making the bar graph, look at here. If I am making like this type of bar, each bar should be equal space, kept in equal space. So the distance between two bars should be always equal. Okay, and there will be equal spacing and length of bar. Look, this bar is longer than this bar and this bar is longer than this bar. So these bars are representing the given number, and this can be horizontal or vertical. So this is which bar? This is your vertical bar. So how you can represent horizontal bar? So look at here. I am making. If you can represent like this, so this will be horizontal bar. So this is the horizontal bar and this is the vertical bar. Like that we can represent the bar diagram. So this is about different types of bar diagram. So let's go further. How we will choose the scale? So we have to choose the scale for the bar diagram. So how we have chosen? So first we'll go a bar graph is a representation of numbers using bars of uniform width. The width should be uniform. Look at here. This width should always be uniform. Uniform means they should be equal. Okay, always. And the length of bar, look, the length of bar represents the length of bars depend upon the frequency and scale you have chosen. So whatever scale we'll choose, that will represent the frequency. Let's see example 8. 200 students of 6th and 7th classes were asked to name their favorite color. So, as to decide upon what should be the color of their school building. The results are shown in the following table. Represent the given data on a bar graph. So, here you have to understand the question. 200 students from 6th to 7th classes. They were asked for their favorite color so that they can decide the color of the school building. So, the results are given in the table. So, we have to represent on graph, and also given some questions. Which is the most preferred color and which is the least preferred? Means which is most liked and which is least liked. Then how many colors are there in all and what are they? Okay, by seeing this table you can easily answer, but the graph will be more easier than the table. So let's see, we'll make the table. So here we have given axis, two axes are given, one horizontal and this is horizontal and other one is what? Vertical. So let's see how we'll make. So first we have to choose the scale. So we are starting every time we are starting the scale as 0. So first we will see it is the greatest value. Here we will see the greatest value is 55 and lowest value is 19. So how we can put? We can put that we can start from 0 and add 55, either 55 or more than 55. So we can take the scale as 10, 20, means in equal division we can take the scale in axis. So let's take in equal division. I have put the mark for equal division. So if I'll take, what I'll take 1 unit equal to 10 students. Okay, so what will do? I'll put 10, 1 unit, then 20, then 30, 40, 50, 60. So we have put equal divisions in 10 students. So in 1 unit 10 students. So from 0 we have started from 0 and we have ended at 60. So now what I will do? I'll take here I have taken equal divisions. Okay, units. How we will take in graph paper? So what I will do? First is given favorite color red. So I will take this one as red. These two. Then what I will do? I will put a gap between this. Then I will take for green. So always put a distance between two bars. So do not start from the 0. Do not start the graph. Do not make the graph from 0. Always make a distance. So I have kept the unit distance from here. Then I have started making red here. Then I have kept here a distance, unit distance. Then I have kept for green. Then again after 1 unit distance I will keep for blue. Next 1 unit distance take, then keep for yellow. Then take 1 unit distance and keep for orange. So the the bar will be between these. So first I will take for red. Red for how many? 43. So look at here 40 is there. 40 to 50 are 10 division. If I'll make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 43 will be 1, 2, 3. So here I will get the 43. So what I will do? First I will take the three test. I am making in pen, but you have to make in pencil. So what will do? I have got the distance. So now I will make the bar from here. So this is the bar for red color. Okay, this is the bar for red color. So how many number of students are liking red? That is 43. Next we will go to green. So green, how many students are liking? 19. So look at here, 20 is there. So below that 19 is there. So what I'll do? I'll take the and take the value and make the line above this, so that I can make green, for green this one. Look. So I have kept the distance between 0 to red bar, and I have kept equal distance between red and green graph. Next you see blue. So keep the same distance for blue, and blue how much? 55. So from between 50 and 60 is 55. It is in between. So what you will do? First you will take the mark it. Take the number and mark it. So here is the marking. What you will do? Now make the bar from blue, and this is the bar for blue. Okay. Next is yellow. How many people are liking yellow? How many students? 49. So 50 is here, just little below 50 is 49. So just take the value and point out the value. Next you can make the bar for yellow. This is the bar for yellow. Next orange. Look at here. For orange, how many students are liking? 34. So here 30 is there. You calculate 1, 2, 3, 4. In graph paper, you can easily find the divisions between 30 to 40. Means in units are divided into 1 unit is divided into 10 divisions. So you can equally find that one. But here I am doing in blank paper, so I have to mark by myself. Okay. So take the 1, 2, 3, 4, then mark it, so that you can make bar for orange. So this will be the bar for orange. Look, 34 people. So this is about this is representing that the number of students liking the colors red, green, blue, yellow and orange. So what question given? Which is the most preferred color? Look. So the bar which is longer, that is the most preferred color. So look, blue bar is longer. That's why blue is most preferred color. Which is the least preferred? Least preferred is the bar which is shortest bar. So shortest bar is green. So green is least preferred. Then how many colors are there in all? How many colors? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 colors are there. Then what are they? Red, green, blue, yellow, orange. Okay. Another important thing is that for in bar graph, what you have to do? You have to mention the value of the axis. Okay. Like this axis is representing the color or favorite color. So what you have to write? Here you will write favorite color. And this axis is representing what? This axis is representing the number of students. So what you will do? You will make a arrow like this and write number of students. Okay. So this is about the making graph, how we have done example 8 and we have answered the questions given. Let's see the new one, that is drawing double bar graph. So how we can draw the double bar graph? Look at here what it is written. Consider the following two collections of data giving the average daily hours of sunshine in two cities. One city is Aberdeen and another is Margate. For all the 12 months of the year, these cities are near the South Pole and hence have only a few hours of sunshine each day. So here given two sets of data. Okay, for two cities. So for two cities, two sets of data are given. What we have to do? We have to mention two sets of data given for 12 months. So we have to make double bar graph. Means here we have making for one single bar. But in double bar graph, what you will do? You will make double bars. So look at here in Margate, what it is given? In Margate, January, that is 2 hours. Of sunshine. In February, 3 1/4. In March, 4 hours. In April, 4 hours. May, 7 3/4 hours. June, 8 hours. July, 7.5 hours. August, 7 hours. September, 6.5 hours. October, 6 hours. November, 4 hours. December, 2 hours. Like this, in Aberdeen, you see average hours of sunshine is how much? January, 1.5. February, 3. March, 3.5. April, 6. May, 5.5. June, 6.5. July, 5.5. August, 5. September, 4.5. October, 4. November, 3. December, 1 and 3/4. Okay. So let's make the bar graph. So look at here. So how we will represent the graph? First we will take the scale. Scale is for what? So you have seen it has started from, we'll see, it has started from how much? The lowest is 2 and highest is how much? 8. So we can take 1 unit as 1 hour. So our scale is how much? First we'll write the scale. Scale is 1 unit equal to 1 hour of sunshine. Okay, let's see. whatever is given. So here is horizontal axis, and in horizontal axis we'll put the we'll put the months, and in vertical axis we'll put hours of sunshine. So this is O or 0. From here starting 1 hour, 2 hour, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is what? Hours of sunshine. You can write it as hours of sunshine. Here what we'll take? We can take the months. Okay. So let's see. Look at here. I have divided it into small units. So I cannot start from here, from the origin or 0. I have to start from this. So first I will take what? I will take that. Look at here. I will take for January. So first we will put for Margaret. We'll make two. What we'll make? We'll make 2 bars. One for Margaret, another for Aberdeen. So what I will do? For Margaret, the bar will be normal for Margaret, and for Aberdeen, what I will do? For Aberdeen, I'll make like this. Crossed one for Aberdeen. Let's make. So in January, first is January. In January, in Margaret, the average hours of sunshine is 2 hours. So where is 2? Here is 2. So I'll mark it 2, and what I'll do? I'll make the like this. I'll make. Okay. Then in Aberdeen, in January only, in the same January, the average hours of sunshine in Aberdeen is what? 1.5. 1.5 means 1 this much and half. So I'll take marking here, so I can easily make the line and join this one. Okay. So first bar is for Margaret, and second one is for Aberdeen. For Aberdeen, what I'll do? I'll cut it like slash. So you can easily see which one is for Margaret, which one is for Aberdeen. Okay. So this one is for January. So what I'll write? January. Okay. Next, on February average hours of sunshine in Margaret is 3 and 1/4. This is 3. If I'll divide it into 4 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 and 1/4. This is 1/4. So what I'll do? I'll take the point. And where I'll start? Here I have taken this much space. So here also I'll take this much space, and after that I'll start. So from here I'll make the bar. Sorry. So this is the bar for Margaret and February. Okay, 3 and 1/4. Next, in Aberdeen, it is how much? 3. So again I will take from 3, I will directly take this one and join this. Okay, and here for Aberdeen I will mark the same marking I have done in previous bar. So this is for February. So in February, in market 3 and 1/4 hours of sunshine, and in Aberdeen 3 hours of sunshine. Okay, that is average hours of sunshine. Next we'll see for March, that is for market, that is 4 hours. So again I will take the gap 4 hours. What I'll do, this is for market, and in Aberdeen that is 3.5. 3.5 is, this one is 3.5. And market for Aberdeen. Okay, this is March. Then April, it is also 4. And in Aberdeen it is 6 hours. So look at here where it is 6. Here 6 is there. So mark it this one and attach it. Okay. So for market this will be first bar is blank, and for Aberdeen the second bar is marked by slash. Okay, this is for April. Next is May. May is in market it is 7 and 3/4. 7, look at here, 7 and 3/4. What you will do? You divide into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 3/4. What you will do? You take here and what you will do? 3/4. So here we will take the same amount of gap what we have taken before. Then make this. We will always maintain the gap. Okay. So this one for market, and for Aberdeen 5.5. Look, 5 here, 6, and 5.5 is this one. So first mark it. Okay. Then join it. This is for Aberdeen and this is for market. This is May. Let's see for June. Average hours of sunshine in market is 8 and Aberdeen is 6.5. So first I'll take 8. Here it is 8. Okay. 8 is here. Then 6.5. 6.5 is between 6 and 7. Look, I'll take this and okay. So first one is for market, which is blank, and second one is for Aberdeen, which will be marked like this. This is for June. Next we'll go July. July market, in market 7.5 hours and in Aberdeen 5.5 hours. 7.5 hours means here in between this middle one, 7.5 hours. Okay, and in Aberdeen it is 5.5 hours. So where is 5.5 hours? Here. So just mark it like this and join this and mark this one with the same type of slash. This is July. Next is August. In market it is 7 hours. In Aberdeen it is 5 hours. So let's take, this is 7 hours. Okay. Then 5 hours. This is for August. So in August, average hour of sunshine in Margate is 7 hours and average hours of sunshine in Aberdeen is how much? 5 hours. Next is September. September for Margate, in Margate 6 and 1/4. So divide it into 4 parts. So this is 6 and 1/4. Six and 1/4. Mark it. Make the bar. Okay. This is for Margate, and for Aberdeen this is 4.5 hours. Look at here, 4 and 5. Between 4 and 5 is 4.5 hours. So take this. Then make the bar and mark it with slash. This is for September. Like this you can make for October, November, December. I am making next for October. In Margate 6 hours, in Aberdeen 4 hours. So look at here, 6. Okay. Six hours, then 4 hours. Here it is 4. Just mark it, and this is 4 hour. And mark with slash. This is for October. In November it is 4 hours in Margate and 3 hours in Aberdeen. 4 hours. Look at here. So this is 4 hours. So I can make it like this. 4 hours. Okay. And 3 hours. Where is 3? Here is 3. So this is also 3. So from here I can easily find out. This one is 4 November. Next we'll go to December. In December, in Margate it is 2 hours. So where is 2? This one is 2. So what will do? I'll do like this. This is 2. So I can make it I'll mark it like this and I can make it 2 hours. Then in Aberdeen it is how much? 1 and 3 by 4. Look at here, 1 and 3 by 4. So 1, 2, 3. So here 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4. So 1 and 3 by 4 is here. Okay. So 1 and 3 by 4. So what I'll do? I'll take this marking and make this one. So this is for December. Like this you can make the double bar graph. So in double bar graph, what you are making? 2 bars in a pair, and those 2 bars are attached to each other, and between each pair of bar there is equal gap. Look, between each pair of bars, a pair of bars, there is equal gap between them. So you have to maintain the gap and mark the 2 bars differently. So for Margate I have kept the bar blank, and for Aberdeen I have kept the bar I marked with slash mark, like slanting mark I have given. So like this you can make what? You can make double bar graph. So another example is given. Look at here, example 10. So this is, first we'll answer the question of given. Before that some questions are given. In which month, for previous question example 9, questions are given. In which month does each city has maximum sunlight? Okay, so maximum sunlight means they have more hours of sunshine. Okay, so look at here, more hours of sunshine is what? So by saying this is 8 hours of sunshine. So 8 hours of sunshine on June. Okay, in June that each city has maximum number of sunshine. In June you can see maximum number of sunshine in June. Okay, you are seeing the maximum number of sunshine. Means in Margate also, Margate 8 hours, and in Aberdeen it is in June 6.5 hours. Next, in which months does each city has minimum sunlight? So minimum sunlight, see, minimum sunlight where we are getting? Here also 2 is there, here is also 2, minimum it is showing. But here look, in January it is 1.5, in December 1 and 3 by 4. So 1.5 is less than 1 by 1 and 3 by 4. So here we can see in January, what you are seeing? In January each city has minimum sunlight. So by looking at this, you can easily find out the answer. So this is about your bar graph, and you will make this graph and you will do this exercise in your graph copy. Okay, if you don't have graph copy, you purchase that one, and you will you do exercise 3.3, and the tried is given in page 71 in the graph copy. Okay, thank you all.